So I have here a smart electric guitar with built-in effects and distortions, Bluetooth, OTG recording, and even a built-in drum loop. And this could very well be the best electric guitar for beginners, but also a great performing guitar. And let me show you why.
Mr. Black.
Oh, it just sounds so good. And by the way, welcome to the channel. My name is Danny Black, and I love to share with you cool gear that comes my way. And if you're new here, you like gadgets and gear like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't be a stranger. And as always, I'll put links to everything down in the description. And if you're looking for a new guitar, you should definitely check out that link because this guitar comes in under $400 US, which you'll find incredible after I show you what this thing can actually do. But it also comes in Moon Shadow Black, Snow Feather White, Gulf Blue, and this one is the Lime Green. It also comes with a really nice carrying case that has backpack straps on it for easy carrying, and it also comes with a whammy bar that you can attach just like any normal whammy bar. Now for me, I've taught guitar, I've played for big audiences, played around the world, and it's been my job for the last 15 years. And so I've seen a lot of different guitars come through, and when I see something as cool as this, I really want to share it out with you guys. And this guitar comes in from Tyma, and it's the E7, a beautifully designed guitar made of mahogany with rosewood and maple binding, also chrome open back tuners, and a one-piece deep carbonized Canadian hard maple neck. And the neck and the frets are just so smooth, it makes the action just incredible. It makes it easy to move fast with your fingers, and also I think that's great for beginners as well because it's less frustrating and a lot easier to go from beginner to advanced. And yeah, this is an electric guitar. You could just plug this thing right in and it sounds great as just an electric guitar. It has great sounding pickups. It has a tone switch on it. But when you power this thing on, that's when the magic happens. You now have built-in effects and distortions, and with the effects you can actually tap this effects knob and you can shuffle through them and you can add different effects like reverb, delay, chorus, and flanger. And you can also adjust how much of it you want. And you can also layer them on top of each other. Some more reverb. How about delay? That sounds so good. And with the delay, you can adjust that delay with the knob. Now you also have built-in distortions on this thing, which is really cool. The first one you get is Clean 1, which is inspired by the Vox AC30 amp. Now we go to Clean 2, and this one is modeled after the Marshall SV30. And then we have an overdrive sound that's more like a Boss OD1 effect pedal. And we can change the tone knob. Can't get copyright strikes on all these things here. And then this distortion that sounds more like the Marshall stack amp, the JM900 amp, and it's got a lot of beefy, heavy tones to it. And then we have the metal distortion sounding more like the Fredman BE100 amp. Usually you'd have to have a bunch of pedals or like the distortion on your amp to get this kind of sound. I'm just play like Name That Tune or like Name That TV Show. So with all of those distortions, yeah, you can have any of the effects that you want also added. get a little bit more creative with it. You can have a lot more fun. You also notice on the front, there's a 3.5mm jack for headphones. So you can plug your headphones directly to the guitar, which means you don't have to be attached to any amps or any other speakers to be able to hear it. You could plug directly into that, and you could be in the park, you could be in your dorm, you could be at home, and you can hear the full effect of it on your headphones, and it sounds perfect. So another cool part of this is that it has Bluetooth. So then you could play back any music or any tracks that you might have, backing tracks if you're performing, and like just for fun. Like here's one I found on YouTube. And you can hear this. And just as you heard this, it actually goes through your output instrument cable into your amp or into your speaker, and it'll play it through that. So if you were playing live and you had some background tracks and stuff, you actually just have your phone sitting up on your mic stand and wirelessly connect to it, and then you can just like play different tracks. On the back, you'll notice that it does take 4 AA batteries, and that will give you about 7 hours of use. So if you are performing, that's 7 hours of having this turned on. If the batteries go flat, you could still use this as an electric guitar like normal. So if you did have something like this, I think it's important to get some rechargeable AA batteries. I'll put links to that stuff down in the description as well. Also down here, you'll notice that there's a USB-C port. So you can plug this into your computer and use it as a source, so you can live stream or you can record directly to it, meaning you don't have to have any audio interfaces. And that is a great feature if you are someone that likes to record their music and you don't have to get that extra audio interface, because save you some money there, but also just less stuff they have to plug in. And last but not least, over here, you have 52 drum presets. So if I hold this down to turn this on, and then you can also adjust the volume and speed of each one of those custom drums. It's great if you maybe have a bass player but no drummer and you want to have some beats on your gig, but also just to help you personally keep time when you're, playing around, practicing around. A little bit of jazz. Ooh, rock. I'm not going to go through all the drum presets. I mean, I could, but that'll take a long time. Plus, I just get really distracted very easily, and I just keep jamming around with this, and that's a lot of recording that I have to cut out. So now that you've seen all of that, the fact that this comes in under $400 US shows you that that's a really good deal. You're getting a lot of extras, including like where you'd have different effect pedals or different distortion pedals, and you get that all put in right here. Not to mention the fact that you can practice with this anywhere. You have the custom drum beats. You can use this as an audio interface. But also, I think this would be a fantastic gift for any guitar lovers in your life, or if you have like a child or someone that might be really wanting to get into guitar. My first guitar was an electric guitar, and the pedals and sound effects is what inspired me to keep going with it, because you could just sit there and test out different things and get really creative and make different noises. And it probably drove my parents crazy because I didn't have headphones that could plug directly into it like this. But something like this could be that push for that aspiring guitar player to want to learn more or just want to improve and just play all the time. Like, you'll find yourself playing a lot. But yeah, I love this thing. All my friends that are guitar players love this thing. Every single one of them that have played it, they're like, wow, this thing has great action. I show them the effects and they're just blown away. And then I tell them the price and they're even more blown away. But that's it for today's video. Still a lot of really cool gear to share with you coming out all the time. So do stay tuned for that. If you want to see some other really cool gear, especially, how about this one over here? This is some like wireless in-ear monitor system that I use, and I still use it today. That's kind of an old video, but I still use it all the time. Click that over there, or click this one over here. Either way, I'll see you there.